West Ham face £400 million nightmare, London Stadium crisis exposed. Welcome to Football Focus. Hope you're all having a great day. Before we kick off, if you love football, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Let's dive in. West Ham United find themselves at a crossroads this summer, caught between the promise of ambition and the weight of pressing challenges. The East London club has endured a turbulent few months, marked by the departure of a star player, lingering frustrations among supporters, and a looming financial and infrastructural dilemma that could define the next decade for the Hammers. The sale of Mohamed Kudus to Tottenham midway through the transfer window sent shockwaves through the fan base, igniting a chorus of disappointment that has grown steadily louder over the years. While Kudus's departure was perhaps the most visible moment of summer unrest, it is only the tip of a deeper iceberg that touches every corner of the club. Supporters of the Hammers have long expressed dissatisfaction with the perceived lack of investment in the squad. Transfers have often been criticised for lacking ambition or failing to address the key areas of need that might propel the club into consistent contention. Beyond the transfer market, there is the persistent issue of the London Stadium itself. Built for the 2012 Olympics, the arena was designed with athletics in mind, and although it has been repurposed for football, it lacks the fundamental qualities that make a ground feel like home. Fans and analysts alike have often lamented the absence of intimacy, atmosphere, and football-specific design that define some of England's most revered stadiums. The echoes of this design flaw resonate not just in matchday experience, but also in the club's broader ambitions. Everton's former chief, who spent years overseeing operations at Goodison Park, has highlighted the monumental scale of the investment required to turn the London Stadium into a proper footballing fortress. According to him, transforming the ground into a venue that satisfies both supporters and modern footballing standards could demand a sum that stretches into the hundreds of millions of pounds. Such a financial undertaking would inevitably have ramifications beyond construction costs, affecting ownership decisions, transfer budgets, and the club's overall strategic direction. This staggering requirement, combined with ongoing ambitions for events like the World Athletics Championships, places a significant hurdle in the path of potential investors. The UK's bid to host the championships in 2029, if successful, would delay any redevelopment plans for several years, creating a bottleneck that could frustrate ambitions and deter new ownership. Ownership and management have also come under scrutiny in recent seasons. There is growing recognition that change may be necessary at the very top to truly address the club's structural issues. Fans have voiced concerns not just about the stadium, but also about managerial strategy, player recruitment, and the club's visibility on the domestic and international stage. The combination of these factors paints a picture of a club in urgent need of revitalization, one that requires bold decision-making and a willingness to embrace substantial investment to reshape its future. Amidst this backdrop, there is a small but significant beacon of positivity. Reports suggest that key players have chosen to remain with the club despite interest from rivals and foreign leagues. This kind of loyalty is a critical asset for West Ham, providing stability on the pitch even as questions swell off it. The ability to retain top talent could serve as a foundation upon which future growth and success are built. However, it also underscores the precarious balance the club must maintain between ambition and practical feasibility, particularly when confronted with the immense costs of infrastructure upgrades and the limitations imposed by existing agreements. Fans have long cherished West Ham's identity, rooted in the working-class ethos of East London and the shared experiences of match days at the old Boleyn ground. The transition to the London Stadium was intended to propel the club into a modern era, but it has also stripped away some of the intimacy that made the club special. Bridging that gap is not merely a matter of bricks and mortar, but of cultivating an atmosphere that respects tradition while embracing innovation. The challenge is further compounded by the financial realities of modern football, where clubs must constantly balance wage bills, transfer fees, and revenue streams against the backdrop of an ever-expanding competitive landscape. Financially, the burden is enormous. The requirement to invest hundreds of millions of pounds in stadium redevelopment is not merely a number on a balance sheet, it is a statement about ambition, risk tolerance, and strategic foresight. For investors, the scale of expenditure could act as both a deterrent and a test of commitment. Those willing to take on the challenge would need to envision a future where West Ham is not just a Premier League participant, but a club capable of sustained competitiveness, European campaigns, and a matchday experience that rivals the best in the country. Such ambition, however, cannot be divorced from reality. Decisions regarding stadium upgrades, player recruitment, and managerial appointments are intertwined, each impacting the other in ways that are complex and often unpredictable. Meanwhile, supporters continue to voice their frustrations, highlighting the need for meaningful change. The stadium, they argue, is emblematic of broader issues within the club. A football ground is not merely a venue for sport, it is a cathedral for community, identity, and shared passion. When the structure itself fails to inspire or connect, it inevitably reflects on the club's performance and perception. Fans have been patient, yet the sense of stagnation has grown, creating pressure on board members and decision-makers to deliver solutions that go beyond temporary fixes or cosmetic enhancements. The timing of any redevelopment adds another layer of complexity. Hosting major international athletic events, while prestigious, introduces constraints that can delay essential improvements for football. The club must navigate these competing priorities with care, balancing the allure of global recognition with the immediate needs of its supporters. The conversation around ownership becomes all the more pressing in this context. Fresh leadership could bring the vision, resources, and willingness to undertake transformative projects, but finding the right fit is a delicate and critical process. From a sporting perspective, maintaining a competitive squad amid these off-field challenges is essential. Retaining key players demonstrates the club's ability to inspire commitment and trust even when external conditions are less than ideal. It reflects positively on management and coaching staff, whose ability to motivate and nurture talent is crucial in a high-pressure environment. The juxtaposition of stadium woes with player loyalty underscores the complexity of West Ham's current situation, highlighting both the obstacles and opportunities that lie ahead. The narrative of West Ham United this summer is therefore of duality, immense challenge paired with undeniable potential. The financial and infrastructural requirements to fully realise the club's ambitions are daunting, yet the commitment of players, staff, and supporters offers hope that change is achievable. Successful demand vision, investment, and courage at every level, from ownership to management and across the squad. The decisions made in the coming months and years will not only define the physical landscape of the London Stadium, but also the identity, competitiveness, and future trajectory of the club itself. At the heart of this narrative is the fan base, whose passion and engagement remain a constant through seasons of triumph and disappointment. Their voice resonates in conversations about investment, strategy, and culture, reminding decision-makers that football clubs are more than businesses. They are community institutions steeped in history, emotion, and loyalty. West Ham's challenge, therefore, is to harmonise ambition with reality, blending infrastructural transformation with sporting excellence and ensuring that the London Stadium becomes a home that reflects both tradition and modernity. The road ahead is long and filled with complexities, yet the story of West Ham United is far from one of despair. Every challenge presents an opportunity to reimagine, rebuild, and reassert the club's place among the Premier League's elite. Stadium redevelopment, ownership change, and player retention are not just logistical or financial concerns, they are pivotal chapters in a broader narrative about identity, ambition, and resilience. How the club navigates this summer's turbulence will echo for years to come, shaping the experiences of supporters, the careers of players, and the reputation of the club on the national and international stage. West Ham United stands at a pivotal juncture where ambition meets reality and where strategic vision must be matched by financial courage. The challenges are enormous, but the potential rewards, both in sporting success and in securing a stadium that feels truly like home, are equally compelling. For the supporters, the message is clear: patience, hope, and engagement remain critical. even as the club confronts issues that extend far beyond the pitch. For investors and decision-makers, the task is formidable, requiring a balance of boldness, pragmatism, and an unwavering commitment to the long-term health and identity of the club. Ultimately, the story of West Ham United this summer is more than football. It is about the intersection of ambition, community, and legacy, and the choices made today will resonate for generations to come. Thank you so much for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Football Focus for more exclusive content on your favorite clubs and the EPL.